closer.
Come closer,
This
like
one?
this, yeah, like this.
I'll face that way.
Okay,
Like this one?
There you go. All right.
okay,
You guys ready?
okay.
Okay.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate the blessed union between this man Tang and this gorgeous, beautiful bride's union in matrimony. This is the single highest commitment that two human beings can possibly make to each other. It is not something ever to be entered into lightly. Indeed, you're not just joining your lives together as husband and wife, but the lives of your entire families as well. Thus, if there's any person here who has any reason whatsoever to believe why these two people should not be joined together in matrimony, please speak now or forever hold your peace. Nobody, all right? You may join hands. And you, Tang, take this gorgeous bride's hand to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold for better and for worse, for richer and for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do you part.
Yes.
Very good. And likewise, Yin, do you take this man Tang to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold for better and for worse, for richer and for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do you part.
Yes, I do.
Very good. Do we have the rings?
Yes.
Now the rings, as you both know, form the shape of a circle, and apart from being a whole lot easier to wear on your left ring fingers for the rest of your lives, they also form the unbroken circle of love that two human beings, especially those just like you who are getting married today, shall have for each other. So if you kind of gently place the ring onto Zian's left ring finger, there you go. It's a beautiful ring, but not as pretty as you are.
Over here, smile.
You'll have to get a ring size with time, don't worry. And embrace in hands.
And hit record.
Not yet. And look right into her gorgeous eyes, please, sir. And repeat after me, sir. With this ring, I thee wed, I Tang, take these in,
take this to the ends
to be my lawfully wedded wife.
to my lovely wife.
I promise, close enough. I promise to always love you,
I promise I will love you,
to always honor you,
will always honor you,
to always respect you,
will always respect you,
to always listen to you,
to always listen to you,
to always be patient with you,
to always be patient with you,
and to always be your best friend
to be your best friend
and lawfully wedded husband.
and
Lawfully
lovely
wedded husband.
wedding husband.
Very good. All right. And likewise, yeah, if you could do the same thing, place it onto his left ring finger. Extra super glue in the back if you need it. Make sure it can never come off. And embrace in hands. Look right to his eyes, please, and repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed,
I do wed.
I Zian,
I send,
take thee Tang,
take you Tang,
to be my lawfully wedded husband.
to be my lawfully wedded husband.
I promise to always love you,
I promise I will always love you,
to always honor you,
and I will always honor you.
to always respect you,
I respect you,
to always listen to you,
always listen to you,
to always be patient with you,
and always be patient with you.
and to always be your best friend
I will always be your best friend.
and lawfully wedded wife.
You know, my wife.
Very beautiful. Now, Tang and Zian, I can tell you something. In a marriage, you can be one of two things. You can be right or you can be married. But you cannot and will not ever be both. And if you don't believe me, just ask my wife or anybody else who has ever been married for very long. They can tell you that is the truth. For the husbands, put your gorgeous wives first. Beautiful wives, put your husbands first. Let this small stuff go. Put your egos aside. 99.9% of it, it's all small stuff. There are so many things that you can both choose to bicker, argue, and nitpick and fight about. Sure, 1,001 things in a day if you try. Some people say that today, the day that you get married, is the best and most difficult part of ever getting married. That's partially true. There's the time, the license, the cost, getting everybody here. It's also a relatively beautiful day outside. You have beautiful clothes, wonderful family and friends here to love and support you. But the truly best and most difficult part of ever getting married, it's not today. It's the day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, crossing that bridge together. When the going gets tough, and I promise you, sometimes it'll get very tough. The tough don't simply get going, no. They sit back down together. They listen to each other, even when all they feel like doing is talking, or perhaps sometimes not talking. They compromise, even when they only want their own way, and they work it out. You can do these things, you can, and will look back many years from now and have had a very happy and successful and fulfilling marriage. Can and will you both do these things?
I will.
I have just the last few quick pieces of advice. I promise to keep it short. You are both still very young, but I tell this even in couples in their 80s and 90s and 100s. I've been married people for many, many years, so I've had plenty of those couples too. There are times in your lives when you both encounter obstacles, problems, difficulties that are too great, too big, too troublesome to solve on your own or together as a couple. Don't worry, every single couple goes through this at least once and usually many times over their lives. Never ever hesitate to go find an outside objective ear, a minister, a licensed counselor, somebody not involved in the situation who's done the training, the education, and the experience to help you to work through these things together successfully, because it can be done. Some people say that seeking help when you need it is a sign of weakness. No, on the contrary, seeking help when you need it is not a sign of weakness. It's a definite sign of both wisdom and maturity. Also, watch your finances. The number one thing on average that couples fight about, it's about money. If you haven't already done so, then you may have put at least 6 months of your salaries in the bank for an emergency, because you never know when that could happen. COVID-19, perfect example. A lot of people lost their jobs. Also, you're both still very young right now, but one day you won't be. So if you haven't started planning for retirement, plan as quickly as you can, because one day we will all be older and you won't want to work or be able to work. Also, watch your acquaintances, watch your friends, watch your family, watch your social media, and watch your work colleagues. There's so many people out there that could care less than zero about your marriage. They're just thinking about one or two very temporary things that never, ever last. And go on a date night at least once a week. I know things can get so busy with work, school, family, hobbies, kids, travel, this and that, but if you don't both take that time just for the two of you and nobody else, doing something that you both enjoy, making the most of each and every moment that you have together, even if it's just Netflix and dinner on the couch, a picnic at the lake, a sports game, whatever you both enjoy doing. Nobody else, just the two of you. I've seen so many couples start here close together, 5, 10, 15 years later, they're in completely opposite directions because they never spend time with each other. And lastly, sir, there's a very old saying, and any couple just like yourselves that's ever been married for very long can tell you that it's true. Happy wife, happy life. Before you do say or think a single thought, and you might ask yourself, will this make my beautiful wife happy? If the answer is no, don't do it. Now, I say that to you. Of course, there is one other saying, just to be fair to both of you, and that's happy spouse, happy house. Now, I checked both of my cell phones just before we started. There's been no phone call, no text message, no pardon from the governor or the president. Your last chance to back out. Do you both wish to proceed?
Yes, proceed.
Well, then, by the power that's invested in me by the state of Oklahoma, it is my honor, my duty, and indeed my great privilege to officially pronounce you as husband and beautiful wife. Sir, you may enter kiss this beautiful
Thank
bride.
you.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It's so long.
Good job, guy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I present to you the married couple.